So, good evening, Toastmasters, guests, to our weekly meeting of speakers, trainers, and coaches. As every meeting has some ground rules, we also follow basic ground rules for our meetings, weekly meetings. And we request everyone to keep their mobile phone on mute throughout the meeting. Also, we request that everyone should keep their mics on mute and video on throughout the meeting. There should be no cross talking when meeting is going on. You can raise your hand, and when you are allowed, you can speak about whatever you want to say. Also, we suggest that there should be no discussion on politics, sex, and religion during the meetings of Toastmasters. If you are leaving for a while, you can close your video, and when you come back, you can start your video. So these are basic ground rules we follow during the meetings. Also, every institution has a mission. We also follow the mission of collective growth and learning experience, sportive experience, and improvement in communication, leadership skills for all our members to participate in our meetings. I am also adding here that we wanted to let you know that this meeting will be recorded, and we may use the recording for promotional purposes, such as sharing it on our social media channels, including WhatsApp. By joining the meeting, you agree to let us use your name, voice, and image in the recording. We want to assure you that your privacy is important to us, and we will only use the recording for the purpose mentioned. If you have any concern or questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Lastly, we want to thank you for joining us today and being part of our community. Your participation is greatly appreciated. So now, without taking much time, let me introduce today our presiding officer and EMC will be Mr. Aditya Duggar. He is a Toastmaster now for more than a year with us, and he is a student of metaphysical science and is currently pursuing his PhD. He is an avid meditator, and currently he is the trustee of 2 Vipassana meditation centers in Kolkata. And definitely he has shown us meditation skills in our Toastmaster meetings also. He is also a life coach, a fashion designer, and an aspiring speaker and author. He is considered equanimity to the external stimuli as one of the highest virtue of a process. So let me say that we declare this meeting open, and I hand over to presiding officer Mr. Aditya Duggar. Aditya, you are on mute.
Thank you so much, Rajiv ji, for that warm welcome, and thank you for opening the meeting. I would like to welcome all the guests and the members today. A very warm welcome from my side. I'm the presiding officer for the day, and today we have a fun-filled segment, a lot of learning as well. We have 2 prepared speeches, one by Vijay, another by Ruby. Then we have a great table topic round that will be hosted by Toastmaster Umar. And then we'll obviously be having the evaluations today. Firstly, I would like to introduce, do we have any guests today? We have Sai Teja. Sai, although you've given us your introduction, please again repeat for the people who are not here. So we would like to hear you, Sai.
Sure. Yeah, I'm Sai here, born brought up completely in Hyderabad. Presently, I'm running through Hyderabad, from Hyderabad. Okay, so right now I'm working in Amazon in operations department. Okay, this is the first time I'm attending Toastmasters. I'm looking forward to see my growth. Okay,
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome, Sai. Great to have you and
Yeah.
most welcome in our meeting. We also
Thank
have
you.
another guest with us, Sunil. Sunil, please introduce yourself. I know Sunil is a seasoned Toastmaster. Sunil, please tell us about yourself.
Yeah, hi everyone. Hope you're able to hear me. Please stop if you can't. I'm Sunil Konteta, a Toastmaster since 2009, associated with Vision Toastmasters. Was in corporate for about 23 years. I'm a chartered accountant, alumni of IIM Bangalore, and now I'm trying to establish myself as a full-time into training and coaching. That's pretty much about myself. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, Sunil. Great to have you. There's a lot probably we'll learn from you today. We look forward for your feedback, Sunil. Huh? Do let us know at the end that what do you think about the entire session.
Sure.
We also have Adari. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correct. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi. Hi, am I audible?
Yes, Adari, you are. Am I saying your
Yeah.
name correctly?
Well, it is correct. But my name is Vardhanika, that is my surname. I know, like, it
Okay.
usually comes to the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please introduce yourself.
Okay, hi everybody. I am Adari Vardhanika. I work in Wells Fargo as a quality assurance analyst. I've been a competent communicator. I just completed my master's journey. So I'm thinking to, or just plan to start pathways and move along. So yeah, I'm here today. I wasn't
Welcome to
expecting
our
or
meeting.
prepared a bit. Thank you.
Welcome to our meeting.
Thank you so much.
Vardhanika, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Welcome to our meeting. We also have a regular member, Elias. Elias, please introduce yourself as well to all of us. Hi, Elias. A short and a sweet introduction for the people who don't know you. We'd like to know you more. I think Elias is busy. Do we have any other guest? Saurabh?
Yeah.
Hi, Saurabh. How are you doing? Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, good evening. How are you doing?
Very well. Please
Yes.
tell us something about yourself.
Yeah, okay. Like as you know, I am Saurabh City. I am from Infosys Hyderabad Proprietary Toastmasters Club. Currently working in Infosys company. My favorite outdoor game is football. Thank you.
Oh, nice. Happy to have you, Saurabh. Hope you enjoy the meeting today.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
We have Ravi, who is also joining us. We'll have a quick introduction from him as well. I think he's taking time. Let's proceed. Okay, so I'm really happy to see all of you for the meeting. And I want all of you to participate in whatever capacity you can. There'll be, as I mentioned earlier, there'll be a table topic round. So I want all of you to actually participate in that table topic round. We have a very exciting table topic master today, headed by Umar Farooq, which I'm going to tell later. And today I'm the PO, which is the presiding officer for the meeting, and I'm also the MC for today. So I'm going to take off my presiding officer hat and wear the MC hat. As I mentioned earlier, our meeting is divided into 3 segments. Our first segment is the prepared speech segment, where 2 of our speakers would be speaking and they would be evaluated by the evaluators. The second segment is the table topic or the impromptu segment, where we give a topic and you have to speak for 2 minutes on that topic. Maximum is 2 minutes. And then we have the evaluation segment, where all the role players will be evaluating the meeting as per the roles they have been assigned. To start with, I would like to introduce our role players for today. Firstly, I would like to introduce our Zoom master for the meeting, that is Toastmaster Mario. Mario, please introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Mario. I'll be your Zoom master for today, and I'll be controlling, making sure it's a smooth meeting, and that if anybody needs any spotlighting and sharing screen, I'll make sure everything goes smooth, and also controlling the chat. Back to you, MC DJ.
Thank you, Mario. By the way, guys, I forgot to mention that Mario, he's a member of 2 Toastmasters clubs, one in Slovenia and in California. He was the timer of our last meeting, and today he's the Zoom master, and he's a really helpful fellow, and he's always willing to pitch in to help us out. Thank you, Mario, so much. Our next role player is a new member, a very new member of ours, the Toastmaster Shama. She is actually a content creator and is also an RJ by profession. She's very passionate about music. And as I said, she's extremely new to our Toastmaster family. Shama, over to you. Tell us about your role as an active listener. You're on mute.
Okay, thank you, Aditya, for that lovely intro. And all you guys, you all would be on my radar. You have to listen carefully to these speeches. You know, as you say that one has to be Tansane before one is Tansane. So I'll be asking you from their speeches, from any part of the Zoom meeting. In the last, I'll just grill you with the questions and let me see who fares out well. That's about my role.
Awesome, Shama. Very well.
Thank you.
Our next role player is our timer, Toastmaster Rajni. She's a lecturer teaching mathematics and science and has an experience of 34 years. Hobbies are very interesting, like tailoring and stitching. Wow, even my mom loves that. Her purpose is to build men-empowered women and contribute to form an infection-free society. Interesting, Rajni. Rajni, tell us about your role, actually.
Thank you, Aditya sir, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Rajni Gupta, and now timer role. It is my duty to remind the speakers how much time they have to take for their speech and how much time they have to, at what time they have to finish their speech. I will show you the card following green card. When you have to, the minimum time required for your speech, then yellow card means you have to, you know that you must finish your speech on time, and then red card means the actual time which is given to you, the speech time. And 30 seconds given to finish your speech. Thank you so much.
Rajni, can you show your cards?
Yes.
What's your cards?
Yes. First, I will show you this green card, then yellow, and then red, like this. Is it fine?
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Okay, so Rajni just explained us about the timing, but her voice wasn't very clear. So for the benefit of all the guests, I think I should tell about the timings that we have prepared speech, which will take around 5 to 7 minutes each speech. And there'll be a table topic round in which there'll be given 2 minutes for the table topic round. 1 minute, she'll show the green card. 1 minute, 30 seconds, she'll be flashing the yellow card, and 2 minutes, she'll be flashing the red card. And we have 30 seconds of grace time for the table topic. So I just had to repeat it. I thought it wasn't very clear to everyone. Okay, so over to the next role, which is the role of the language evaluator, and is taken by Toastmaster Manoj. And he's been a Toastmaster for the last 7 years. He loves Mother Nature and is consciously adopting a minimalistic lifestyle. He adores his 3 begums, wow, who makes him feel like a Badshah. Awesome. Awesome, Manoj. Please tell us about your role as the language evaluator.
Thank you so much. I hope I am audible to each one of you.
Yes, you are.
Am I audible clearly? Thank you so much. So as a language evaluator, I'll be evaluating each one of you to see how best you are using the language to communicate, as well as where it can be improved a bit. And as a language evaluator, again, it's my duty to introduce the word of the day, which I had shared in the group. The word of the day is Odyssey. Odyssey is a word that we got from the Greek mythology. Ulysses, there are two epics that was written by Homer, Odyssey and Iliad. And in Odyssey, the hero was Ulysses, a king from Ithaca who went to fight that war. And when he was coming back after the war, the kind of struggle and the kind of adventure that he faced en route. So this word is associated with any kind of adventure in our own life. Like we can say, our own life, human life is a odyssey from mother's womb to mother earth's womb. Our journey in Toastmaster is to a odyssey, to learn, relearn, and to become excel in whatever we are doing. So try to use this word whenever you get a time to be on the screen to speak. And I'll keep noting down and give my report in the third segment of the meeting. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Manoj. Thank you, Manoj. You may even put the word of the day on the chat. Okay. Now let us move on to the first segment of our meeting, which is the segment of the prepared speech. And is Ruby here? Ruby's not here? Okay, let us go with Vijay's speech first. So
the idiom of the day and the
evaluator-
word of the day.
Sorry?
Could you please type the word of the day and the idiom of the day?
That will be done by the language evaluator, Manoj.
Yeah. Just I'm asking him only.
Yeah. So, so for the prepared segment, the evaluator for the first speaker is Toastmaster Mansi. She works as a business analyst in Alliance Technology, a daydreamer and a wanderer by heart, multi-talented and a creative person. Mansi, over to you to introduce the speaker.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya, for that lovely introduction. I would like to introduce the speaker one today as our meeting starts. So she is none other than a loving mother, teacher for 40 years now, and an expressions mentor, parenting coach, and podcaster, and I can't keep on adding. The first thing which I liked about her was immediately she published her book known as Live Carefree. I got that to read and I love that. I mean, that's the first thing I love about her is she's very open. She is a visionary person as well as a very caring personality. The purpose of her statements and her speech today is she's none other than Vijayanti Bose. Purpose of her speeches. This project is to practice applying feedback and serve as speech evaluator during a club meeting. This speech is for the member to demonstrate their ability to deliver an effective, respectful speech. And for evaluation, it's going to help her to evaluate and meet her goals and identify at least one change which she'll make in her next speeches. The title of her speech will be Embracing Change, and she is attempting for level 1, project 4, known as Pathways Visionary Communication. She should limit her speech to 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, she'll be able to see a green card assisted by the timer. At the end of 7 minutes, she'll be able to see a red card assisted by our timer today, Rajni. Thank you, all the Toastmasters and guests. And the stage is yours, Speaker 1, Vijayanti Bose. Embracing Change. Speaker 1, Vijayanti Bose.
Change is the only constant in life. How many of you have read that or heard that? And yet we resist change. Why is that so? Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. How can we embrace change? That is the crux of my speech. I would like to share my story. Change came into my life very early. One bright day when I was about 9 years of age, my father, who had led a heroic life in the army, serving in the UN repatriation force in Korea, told us he's going to leave the army. Can you imagine? A young girl, 9 years old, suddenly feels her world is going to turn topsy-turvy. My father's my hero. I'm sure every girl in this assembly recognizes that feeling and resonates with that. But my father did not fail me. Fathers never fail their daughters. Fathers never let down their daughters. He left for the Northeast to join a newly created service, the Indian Frontier Administrative Service. And over the years, he climbed up the bureaucratic ladder to retire as the special secretary to the governor of Tripura. Do you think he would have been able to achieve the pinnacle of glory had he not taken a leap of faith, my friends? Think about it. My life changed completely. I was put into a hostel in Shillong, a 10-year child in a new environment, completely different from the heat and dust of Delhi in the pine-clad hills of Shillong. After the initial hiccups, I took to wading life like a fish takes to water. You know why? It was because of the Hollywood movies on Saturday nights and the long walks in the Ashes Forest on Sundays. And I made so many friends from different parts of Assam and even what was then East Pakistan. I developed a resilient mindset. And from then on, my father's motto, rather the battle cry of his regiment, Tagda Raho, has become my anchor whenever life throws bouncers at me, because it makes me feel strong and resolute and steadfast to face any challenge in life. So, what stops us from embracing change? I want you to reflect on that. In my opinion, there are two C's that stop us from moving on: comfort and complacency. How many of you resonate with that? Comfort, complacency. There you have it. Because these two put us into a cocoon of imagining we are in the best space in our life. So we are not ready to exert ourselves, to upskill ourselves, or to upgrade our learning, our education. Because we shut out then the opportunity for growth and development, we remain stuck in the rut that we are in. Why am I sharing that with you? Because 20 years back, I was in that rut and thought it was the best space in my life. I was offered the plum position of the principal of my school, 4,000 girls. And a whole lot of what if started plaguing my mind. What if I fail? What if I make a hash of it? What if I lose the esteem of my colleagues? What if My management thinks I'm useless. And the most important one was, what if I cannot balance the pulls and pressures of my family life and my teenage daughter, then preparing for the boards on one hand, and my professional demands. Friends, these are real fears, real considerations that stop a professional woman from pushing the needle, from following her heart and trying out new directions. So how does one prepare oneself to welcome change? It is through conscious learning, reading, and getting coached. I embarked on my learning journey pretty late in life, around 69 years of age. I went through a very, very transforming experience when I enrolled in a course that converted my limited self-beliefs into empowering codes that nothing is impossible. That if I want to, and if I commit myself to do something, the universe will conspire to give it to me. You see the results in front of you. At 72, I'm an author, a blogger, a podcaster, a Rotarian. I just won my latest award yesterday, Achiever Award from RMBF, and a Toastmaster. And mind you, all in my second innings. So change can appear anytime in your life. Rather, the opportunity to change can appear anytime in your life. It is up to you whether you embrace it, whether you welcome it. I would like to share just one story from my book. There are 7 stories about 7 women, each of them a star in their own domain, who pivoted in confidence to reach new heights. That's why my book is named Pivot in Confidence, Live Carefree. And one such story is of a college mate. We were roommates, in fact, in Loreto College, Calcutta, as it was called then, a history teacher like me. And when she retired, she was baffled, like she was at a crossroads of her life. What could she do? What direction should she take? She had been dabbling in art for a long time. And her friends now, her mother and her friends encouraged her to take up painting with right earnest. And that's what she did. She upgraded her techniques, evolved her own unique signature style, and now gets commissions for painting portraits. So I'd just like to end by sharing the 5 P's that worked for me in my journey of transformation. Be open to opportunities. Never look a gift horse in the mouth, as I had done once. Speak your mind. Don't be led by others' opinions. Make your decisions and move on an odyssey that is going to take you to new horizons unimagined before. As Shakespeare said, there's a tide in the affairs of men, which taken in the flood leads us to fortune. So sail with the tide, my friends. Otherwise, you'll remain a spectator while the caravan of life moves on. So speak your mind and don't be led by others' opinions. They may stop you from embracing change, but do it nevertheless. Thank you.
That was an amazing speech, Richi. That was an amazing speech. You are evaluated obviously by Mansi. We had scheduled another speech that was by Toastmaster Ruby, but due to some events, I think Ruby's pet died today, and that's why Ruby is unable to come today. So we would have to skip that portion, and we would have to straight go away into the table topic round. Omar, are you ready?
No, I am not ready. Just kidding.
Okay. Okay, so our prepared speech segment is over today, and let us straight go into our table topic round. Before I introduce Umar, let me introduce the table topic evaluator for the day. He is a distinguished Toastmaster. His name is Abhijit Roy. He's a leading business development and contract team in his current organization. He has overall 13.5 years of work experience working in the fields like business development, tendering, and contracts in the oil and gas sector. Wow. And has worked in countries in GCS, Africa, Singapore, and India. He's also a seasoned Toastmaster and international keynote speaker who has delivered both online and offline seminars and workshops globally in the past 5 to 6 years. Abhijit, you want to tell us something about your role today? Over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Aditya, for the warm welcome. Well, today I'm playing the role of the table topics evaluator. And as the role demands, I would be sharing one of the recommendations and commendations on every table topics attempt that participant makes. And as being stated by Toastmaster Umar, who would be the table topics table topics master, my bad. So my role will be simple. I would be sharing one commendation and one recommendation on every table topics attempt given by the respective speakers. So that's my role. Over to you, Toastmaster Aditya.
Thank you, Abhijit. Thank you, Abhijit. To make it clear to the guests again, since we have a new guest, a table topic is an impromptu section in which we are given a topic and you have to speak for 2 minutes, approximately 2 minutes. Umar can explain you better. So now let me introduce our table topic master for the day. He's an internal auditor by profession, Toastmaster by passion. Hails from the beautiful land of Punjab, Pakistan. Has been a Toastmaster for over 3.5 years. Have served clubs and districts in various leadership roles as President, VP Education to Area Director. He loves reading books, playing chess, teaching, spending time in nature, watching movies, and of course, Toastmasters. Over to you, Umar.
Thank you, Toastmaster. The day you always speak your mind, huh? Okay, so wonderful. So this session is all about speaking your mind. So what is table topics? It's your everyday conversations that you have in your life. If you are talking to a friend, if he asks you something, you will not say that let me write a speech, then I will answer you. You will give an impromptu answer. So that's what table topics is. So relax and whatever comes to your mind, just speak it. And your life is an odyssey. So many experiences you can share through your table topic speeches. So timing of the table topics, as you all know, is minimum 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes. So 1 minute is green, 1.5 minutes will be yellow, and 2 minutes will be red. 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. So I encourage everyone to use the word of the day odyssey and at least speak for minimum 1 minute. All topics will be very simple and easy. Kaira will support this statement, I know. So let's start. It will be nothing here and there, just simple topics. So let's start with Sunil. Sunil, are you there? Sunil Kunteta, actually. I'm not sorry to butchering your name, surname. Okay, Sunil, your topic is why do you matter? Why do you matter? Sunil.
Sorry, why do you
matter?
Why do you matter? Why do I matter?
Sunil, your voice is very low. Sure.
Why do you matter? Why do I matter? I think the reason why do you matter is very much connected with the reason as to why do I matter. I hope you are able to hear me clearly. The people who matter to us are probably the people who have done something important for us. It reminds me of my parents who have done a lot for me from the beginning, from my childhood. And they do not stop doing everything that they keep doing for me. So they matter a lot. Similarly, I try to do my little bit for them as well. But irrespective whether I'm able to do or not, I matter a lot to them. It is beyond what they have done for me, or it is beyond what I have done for them. This connection is such a beautiful connection the nature has built in such a lovely relation. Irrespective of what we do for each other, we matter so much. I think so is my relation with my wife or with my daughters. Whether we do something for each other or not, we matter. Now, what is it? So at the root, when I'm looking at such close relations and trying to figure out why do you matter? It is a deep relation that we have built over a period of time. Maybe somewhere there are selfish human interests. When people have done something or the other for each other, that's where they matter. Maybe not. I think beyond certain level, people say it's only selfish interest. Everything that we do, philosophically speaking, we do only for ourselves. Now, even when I play with a small child, I play because that gives me joy. If I do something for my parents, it gives me satisfaction. I feel satisfied because I'm doing my duty. So there is some selfish interest which probably is there philosophically. I don't know. I don't care about it. But I care that they do matter for me. And irrespective of whatever we do or do not do, I matter for them. Back to you, Table Talks Master.
Okay, interesting take on the topic, Sunil. And it doesn't matter what matters. Just kidding. Okay, so wonderful. Let's go to the next speaker, Saurabh. Saurabh, are you there? Saurabh Shetty.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello. Yes.
Saurabh Shetty, your
Yeah.
topic is, what if you found out that life was just a computer simulation? What if you found out that life was just a computer simulation? Saurabh.
Yeah, hi. Let's understand what the computer simulation is. Like computer simulation is like some virtual environment which is made as a real, for example, artificial intelligence, where you can make like some characters, like for example, like Goku, Vegeta, for example. We can also like park some like pictures queue location. Also, life is like Odyssey journey where you enjoy a lot of experience. Yeah, had a life been like computer simulation, it will look very attractive and pictures queue, and everybody will feel to watch that pictures queue view. Yeah, in this computer simulation, you have an freedom to utilize every characteristics or features of the software, wherein by like you can make your own simulation, you can change your background, make various character sketches, etc. So this simulation is a like Odyssey for new learners to explore that platform. Yes, thank you.
Interesting take on the topic, Saurabh. What if life is a simulation? Interesting topic to ponder on. Let's go to Rajiv Agarwal. Rajiv, are you there? You are on
Yes,
mute.
yes.
Rajiv, your topic is, do those who love us really love us, or they do simply love what they think we are? I'll repeat. Do those who love us really love us, or do they simply love who do they think we are? I'll put it in the chat also. Each and every topic will be put in the chat, so don't worry.
Very nice. So let me read in the chat first. You're putting in the chat.
It's already in the chat.
It's
Rajiv.
in the chat.
It's in the chat.
Oh, okay. Okay. So love is something which is very important in life. Without love, we are nothing, and with love, we are everything. Our life changes with love. And whenever we love somebody, it comes so close to us that we can make a story out of every moment, out of every happenings. So what we do in life is for love. However, it can be genuine, it can be fake. You really need to see when it is from close friends, relatives, and family, you have to be much more careful in life. If you are not careful, you will see that it as a story for your life and you are building your life. However, if you are feel some point of time that you were the way you were thinking, it is not that way. So your heart will be much more dangerous, and you may start hating everyone instead of the person who has treated you like that. So we really need to be careful when we do love, but when we do love, we should love with our heart, soul, and mind all together. So there should be no love only from the mind, because mind is always not together with the love. So we should go with our heart and love fully and enjoy every moment of love with friends, family, and others. So it hardly matters whether they show us or not show us. Those who loves us really loves us or not, it is their problem. What we should feel as a happy moment of love, we should always go into that and enjoy the life. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Okay, interesting. Follow your heart, but don't forget to take your brain with you. Huh? Just okay. So next up, let's see. We have Elios, brother Elios.
Hello.
It's an interesting topic for you, Elios. And your topic is, if you had to prove you are human and not an AI in 2 minutes via text conversation, how would you do it? If you had to prove you are human and not an AI in 2 minutes via text conversation, how would you do it? Elios, it's in the chat.
Hello, fellow humans. I am not an AI here, so you know that I am speaking right in front of you, and you can see my facial expression, even though yes, you can see my expression, right? See, you can see my facial expression right now. And yes, I'm speaking on your behalf of my heart. I'm speaking through from my heart to your heart. And I do believe that this connection is true and genuine and sincere because I have the odyssey of the public speaking in my life, and an AI can learn about it, but they cannot tell you about it. So ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and fellow humans, if you can prove yourself as a human, do it, because we are living in the world of an AI. And yes, I'm running AI so hard that sometimes I feel like I'm an AI. I'm using the voice changer, I'm using the face swapper, and also I'm using the so many AI tools that make my life easier. But yes, only human can help us to do better. We have our public speaking coach here at AI. We have our consultant with an AI. We also have friend with an AI. So yes, what makes us different is the heart when you do that sincerely. AI cannot confess to the feeling that they have a mutual feeling with you. And yes, sometimes I fell in love with my AI than my friends. So I should say that I love you, but AI doesn't love me back. Back to you, a fellow human.
Okay, that is interesting take, Elias. That twist was the text conversation. You were saying, I cannot see you, Elias. Come on. Okay, so but good take on the topic. Let's go on to Ahad, Murtaza Ahad.
Yes, I can hear you.
Murtaza, your topic is, how long is your now? How long is your now?
Thanks for the topic, Mr. Table Topic Master. How long is your now? To answer that question, I don't know how long that now is. You think I'm joking? No, I'm really not. Why do you think that I'm not joking or I'm joking? Let me clarify. You see, life is an odyssey of different experiences. For example, I'm from Bangladesh, but I've been a member of a club in California for the last 6-7 months. And I've visited countries, 50 countries globally, and been voted as the best impromptu speaker in 50 countries. But that was not easy. You know why? Because I thought during the COVID period that my now might not last very long. How many of you have felt very uncertain, things being very uncertain during times of COVID? If you have, then raise your hand physically. I see a lot of hands. Things have been very uncertain during COVID. And during that time, I thought to myself, oh, all the Toastmasters clubs are closed. And I'm pretty sure probably same was in India, perhaps, and in many other parts of the globe. And then I realized I cannot wait. I have to do things right away, right here, right now. And then I made a goal. I decided that I'm going to be visiting 50 countries. I'm going to be the first Toastmaster to be voted as the best impromptu speaker in 50 countries. And thankfully, I was able to execute on that. Well, you know why? Because I did not take my now for granted. I did not know when my now was going to end. I thought my now was going to end right now. So to answer your question, my now is not very long. And that is why I achieved the things that I did. Over to you, Mr. Table Topic Master.
Oh, your now was at least almost 2 minutes longer. Just kidding. Okay. So let's go to Varun. Varun, are you there?
I am.
Varun, you want to try a topic?
Yes, please. That's why I have my hand raised up.
Oh, Varun, your topic is, would you want to live in a world where everyone's thoughts appeared as text over their head? Would you want to live in a world where everyone's thoughts appeared over their head? Varun.
Absolutely no. I wouldn't want to live in a world where everyone's thoughts would appear on their head as a text. I am pretty sure Sunil must be thinking right now, what? This guy? Table topics? Yeah. Umar is thinking, I will give him an easy question, but in disguise of a hard one. And Kaira must be thinking, finally, this idiot showed up. I don't want to read all of these thoughts, Umar. Honestly, I feel people have different faces. As per the Japanese quote, people have 3 faces. One which they show to world, one which they keep face for their friends and relatives and family, and one for themselves. Now, whatever they think about themselves or whatever the thoughts are running in their mind, oh, they must be scary. I have a demon inside me which I would not want to show it to anyone in this world, except myself and my partner. So, If you ask me honestly, would I want to show, would I want to read all those thoughts? Why will I? It is their truth. It is what they are trying to hide. It is what they are trying to run away from. Why would I want to go ahead, read that, and then exploit on that? I wouldn't want to live in that kind of world. What are you thinking, Umar? Would you want to live in that kind of world? Over to you, Umar.
Why not? Why not, Varun? So getting out of the comfort zone. But good take on the topic. Okay, let's go with Shama. Shama, are you there? You want to take a topic?
Okay, I can try.
Shama, I'll give you an easy topic. Don't worry. Not what Kyra is saying to everyone, everybody around. So your topic is, I have given it earlier also in one session. If the words you spoke appeared on your skin, would you still be beautiful? If the words you spoke appeared on your skin, would you still be beautiful? Shama.
Yes, if the words I speak appear on my skin, I would say physically it would look very ugly, all tattooed up. No, but I have no qualms about it because if I'm saying something, it affects me from inside. So if it is projecting outside, I'm fine with it. I don't use those harsh words or, I generally refrain from them. So I think if they appear, it'll be good. You know what the words would be? It would be awesome and laughing and smiles and yeah, so good. So I'm fine with that. I don't mind it at all. Unless like I have a fight with someone, that's a different case. But then, and then that is, I have no qualms. Just the physical part, yes. Of course, I don't like tattoos. I'm not a tattoo person. So it would all appear as tattoo on my skin, which I would not like it at all. No. That's my take on it.
Okay. So Shama will still be beautiful after the words she spoke. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, who wants to go next? Anyone interested? No, Naren is there. Naren. Toastmaster Naren.
Yes.
Yes. Your topic is it possible to make moral judgments without religion? Is it possible to make moral judgments without religion?
The judgment has to be done irrespective of religion. That's why it is judgment. So my take on this topic is just judgment has to be independent of religion. Now people are free to give their judgment. And if it is an official judgment, then it has to be free from religion. So religion, if it appears, it gives a judge or a person, they are biased, and then judgment is wrong, maybe wrong. It has happened to me. There are notions, people tell many things about a particular religion, but when it comes to me, I just see the person, I see the situation, and I go ahead at the moment and take judgment. The person is from any religion, I don't care. They are first the human being, and that is more important. If they are true, they are good friends, they are well-wishers, that's more important than somebody who is from any particular religion. So I care about my opinion, and then when it comes to me, judgment has to be moral, but without any religion. Thank you so much, Toastmaster.
That is a very interesting take on the topic. And let's move on to Sunil. Sunil has raised hand also. Sunil. Sunil.
Yes, sir.
Sunil, your topic is, can you live without the burden of the past or concern for a future? Can you live without the burden of the past or concern for a future? Sunil, your
Okay,
odyssey
thank you, sir.
begins.
Thank you very much, sir. It's an honor for me to speak in front of the international and award-winning authors like Rajendra Bosman and Michael Lancaster and all of you. If you talk about the past, it is better to carry forward the memories, but those memories you are stopping you somewhere, and you are not allowing you, progress in your life and disturbing you in your present. Are it is good to say them by, and those who bring happiness and audacity in your life, because definitely it's an audacity of our life. So this would have to keep us for the reason of smile. But it is very important to be look forward for our future, because if anyone is not looking forward for the future, it means he is in a comfort zone, maybe in his comfort zone, or he is not a person who is conscious what is happening around the world. If we are going along the tides, it is necessary to swim with the tides. That means we are a person who are conscious, who want to bring some more audacity in our life. It means if you want to be an unstoppable person, if you want to be a person who want to bring change in yourself, in your surrounding, who want to earn something for your family, if you want something for your parents, if you want your name be memorized or be remembered for long, this would have to do something. So it is very important to think about your past and be concernful about your future. Thank you, sir. Over to you, Postmaster.
Wonderful, Sunil. Good take on the topic.
Thanks, sir.
And so let's move on to Abhinav. Abhinav, are you there?
Yes.
Abhinav, your topic is you'll be able to open your video, or you'll be on the voice only?
I will not able to open
Okay, no issues. Abhinav, your topic is why does the time feel slow or fast depending on the day and the moment? Why does the time feel slow or fast depending on the day and the moment? And you can start your odyssey now.
Time feels slow or fast depend on the moment on a day. It depends I think, our mind that how I see things. For example, I'm doing exercise in a gym, then it will take that it take how many minutes I have done. Maybe I've done it on just for 1 minute. I have done any exercise. So it's look like that mind does not want to be pushed itself hard. So that's why when we do hard things, it look like it's a year or it's like a month or it's a hour when you do for a minute. But when you doing something, watching a video or talking to someone, what do you like, that it happens when it is like it is like that it is just a 1 minute or 2 minutes, and you are talking to her for a 1 hour or 2 hour or whatever. So it is like that. It depends upon our mind that our mind is is asking for dopamine when it is like it is getting it in a good way, or where it is like a just like an hour pass. When you are doing hard things, it doesn't. Thank you.
Wonderful, Abhinav. Great. Let's go with the last speaker now. Last speaker will be Samiksha Sindhpure. If I can spell pronunciated the last surname. Last speaker will be Samiksha. Are you there?
Yes, table topic master, you took my name correctly.
Okay, Samiksha, your topic is, does anonymity encourage people to misbehave, or does it reveal how people would choose to act all the time if they could? I'll put it in the chat. Does the anonymity encourage people to misbehave, or does it reveal how people would choose to act all the time if they could? You can start your odyssey now.
Toastmaster Umar, I'm not able to identify or get the topic correctly. Could you please help me with a simpler explanation of the same?
Or you want to and have another topic? No issues. You can
I
give
would like
each
to
another.
go with the same one, but I'm not able to get the correct
Anonymity
idea.
means anonymity, you don't disclose your name and you do something as unknown, like you don't know anybody, your name is also false, everything, identity is also. So when you do things like that, so it encourages people to misbehave, or it reveals who they really are actually, when nobody knows you anything about you at all. You understood? Or you want another topic?
Today, when I went to office, I met my colleague named Neha. And she was like, "Dear, do you know what happened with me?" She exclaimed. I was like, "What happened on beautiful Wednesday morning?" She was like, "When I entered office and I took my laptop to turn it on, I got one message there. It was like an unknown person messaged me. Hi, Neha. How are you? Could you please let me know where you live? I would like to meet you in person." And she was like, "I didn't know the person. I didn't know who the person is. Then why he is texting me again and again that how I am and where do I live?" And I was like, "Block that person." She said, "I cannot. I'm afraid to do so." Why it happens that people try to tease others when they are unknown. Let's not do this, because sometimes it happens that the other person standing in front of us might feel scared, might lose his or her confidence. And this hampers their confidence to come and face the outside world. Let's break this ice and make this world a comfortable and a welcomed environment for everyone. And this will help each and everyone to stand out and become amazing communicators. And that's how we as all Toastmasters are helping each other. Thank you, and over to you, Table Topic Master.
What an anonymous take on the topic, Samiksha, and what an odyssey. So with this,
Sir,
I would like
cannot
to.
hear you. The
You are
Table
not.
Topic Master.
Yes, you can hear me. You
Just
can hear me.
give me a moment.
Yes, yes. Now I can hear you.
Okay, so I was saying that what an anonymous take on the topic. Wonderful. And with this, I would like to end this impromptu speaking session. What an odyssey. Each and everybody share their own odysseys, their journeys, their adventures, and all those things. So it was a different introspective kind of a table topic session. I enjoyed it thoroughly and hope you all enjoyed it also. So with this, I would like to hand the virtual lecture back to my brother, Toastmaster Aditya, the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you. For the MC.
Thank you, brother Omar Farooq, for that amazing table topic round which you conducted. Next time, we'll have a detailed evaluation of what you mean by an interesting take. Well, that was great table topic so much, brother Omar. And I would also like all of you to vote for your best speaker. There'll be a poll which is gonna flash on the screen. And just vote for your best speaker. And we just have space for 10 speakers. And we have 11 speakers today. So you can send Samiksha's vote if you want to Kahira directly. Samiksha's vote to Kahira directly if you want to vote for Samiksha. I want all of you to vote. Has everyone voted?
It came and disappeared, so I could not vote.
Oh, okay. I think could be some issue. Are you on your phone or are you on your laptop?
Yeah, I'm on laptop, but I was on some other screen, so it came and just went.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
Can everyone else see the poll?
I can see the poll.
After
Rajiv?
voting, it disappeared for me.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Co-hosts cannot vote, so.
If
Okay,
if either of the hosts want to vote, you can send the vote to me in chat.
Okay.
Kyra, you may take down the voting poll now.
Cool. Thanks, Aditya.
Okay, thank you all for your votes. And now is the most interesting part of one of the most interesting part of our meeting. That is the evaluation segment of the meeting. Firstly, I would like to invite our evaluator Mansi, who is the evaluator for Toastmaster Viji for her prepared speech. Toastmaster Mansi, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. Firstly, I would like to congratulate Toastmaster VG being such an avid speaker, and I have an experience to listen to her past speeches. She has proved that yes, life is an odyssey, and that's what the theme was today. Speak your mind. So starting your speech, you had articulated your whole speech content into your father and the relationship of how you've had throughout the journey of your life. I would like to recommend you first thing, or maybe I'll just put it in words of Tagda Raho, the message which you're trying to put there. Tagda means strong. So it was theme oriented, it was well articulated, it was delivered with grace. So I could see a lot of grace when you're speaking. It was a delight to my ears. And the last A for Tagda was, it was accurate. However, I would like to recommend you to please not use the backgrounds because that hampers all your hand gestures. And you can actually use a good stage. I mean, if this is the virtual background and your stage is this much, I felt the eye contact was a bit, I mean, you can just look around like this, but the eye contact can be the camera and your audience. Another thing I would like to recommend you as improvement is if you could work on vocal variety when you're going a bit lower side, or maybe I could hear the Tagda Raho thing or the questions which you were asking to engage the audience. So how many of you have heard of comfort and complicancy? All these questions kept the engagement of the whole public, but there can be some punchlines which can be, or maybe some punches which you put through your enthusiasm, your energy, which will go high and low. So when you go low, I could lose the volume altogether, which wasn't good in a virtual scenario. But when you're going high also, you can have some punches. Apart from that, I couldn't see any of the improvement areas, and some of the good usages which I saw in your speech were cocoon, topsy-turvy. I mean, I like to congratulate you for giving us all these words and the figure of speeches. Apart from that, I loved your speech, the way there were characters in it, but you can still introduce more. Maybe it's just a journey of how your father and you had a relation and what made you strong. In the end, you did give a conclusion which said, speak your mind. It shouldn't affect what others' opinions say. So That's where you are bang on to the topic and the theme. Overall, great speech. I'll give my detailed evaluation later on as an evaluation sheet. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mansi. Thank you so much for that lovely evaluation. Now I would like to call upon our table topic evaluator, Abhijit. He's going to evaluate each table topic today. And Abhijit, over to you.
Thank you so much, Aditya. I hope I'm audible. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, you are.
So what we witnessed just about moments back was 11 wonderful speakers. It made me feel that I am witnessing an IPL match, a 2020, but it was not a TT, it was a table topics. But 11 players on the field played a wonderful innings. First of all, let me keep the things which were very much common for all the 11 table topic speakers. Touchwood, I would mention this categorically that the topics were very interesting and also it was lengthy. More than the table topic speakers, it was a challenge for me because I had to keep note of the topics which were given, and by the time I completed writing it, the speaker had already started. So it was more of a challenge for me than the speakers. But having said that, the speakers did a wonderful job in terms of understanding the meaning of the lengthy titles. It's never an easy task to really understand the complete statement. Having said that, I'm not trying to point fingers on the table topic master, but he's a wonderful table topic master, and he did bring in a lot of good topics to challenge every speaker. So this was one of the key aspects of every speaker, to challenge their own limits, to understand each word, each meaning of the title that was being given, and they executed the table topics in a wonderful way. They took ample time. Nobody finished below the scheduled time of 1 minute, and nobody even exceeded. That's what I anticipate. Now coming on to the individual speakers quickly. First speaker, Sunil Konteta, why do you matter? What a wonderful take on bringing a personal touch, talking about his parents, about his daughters, his wife. This is something which kind of connects with the audience. So the connect with the audience was wonderfully executed. The reason is because of the characters that you brought into your speech. And you also talked about the different aspects. You took us to a place where you made all of us start thinking that you play with a child, what brings kind of joy and happiness. So these were things which were point on and brought in a lot of elements for a personal touch. Now, having said that, the conclusion could have been slightly better. That's the only thing which I felt, that in your speech, you went on with a great start. You had great topic, great things to share with all of us. But having said that, there was no proper conclusion. You just randomly concluded. So that is something that you can bring onto the flow. You had a great, you can say, point to make. You made sure that, you had a reasoning, you had an example, you had different examples, but then when you're reinstating your point, the conclusion could have been better. All in all, great speech. Second one was Saurav Shetty. What if life was just a computer simulation? Toastmaster Saurav, let me tell you one thing. You brought in the life connecting with artificial intelligence, which is somewhat very important. You talked a lot about how artificial intelligence can impact our lives and how it has made not life simpler, but in the future, it can make life difficult. So that's something that you made all of us understand, the different aspects of artificial intelligence brought into a form of computer simulation. How will you react as an individual? Here, the way you articulated the entire attempt was done wonderfully. The one thing which I could say is that a personal touch in terms of the example that you can cite from your own understanding, and punching it into your speech. That is something that could have brought in more insights. The third speech, Rajiv Agarwal. Do those who love us really love us, or do they simply love what they think we are? You talked about life changes with love. Love is such a word which kind of change life, it can change behaviors, which can change so many things. It's just like about the monsoon season. From the scorching heat, it can bring in a different vibes altogether. So you did talk about a lot about love, about genuine feelings, about care. These were all things which were very touchy. But when you actually went on to touch upon the specific title to relate with, it was almost towards the end. So what I'm trying to say here is you had great things to talk about, but relatable to the title that you had received, you reached in quite late towards the end of your 2 minutes time, which you could have done it slightly ahead of time so that you could have more time to talk more about the title and the connection that you could build with the title. That is the only thing which I would recommend. Otherwise, great take, Rajiv. Fourth speaker, Elios, if you had to prove you were human and not artificial intelligence 2 minutes via text conversation, how would you do it? One message that Elios you brought in is that artificial intelligence, I love you, but artificial intelligence doesn't love me. And how did you bring in the connection is through the way of some practical demonstration. And I've seen over a period of time that you do all these things quite frequently. You do it with a lot of expertise that you have behind your screen. The way you kind of explain the things were point blank. I would say you were bang on onto your title. I seriously do not find anything to recommend on Elios on this particular point. You had simple vocabulary and the content related to the title was also point on. So there's nothing which I can specifically highlight onto this, but you can always keep participating to enhance your table topics attempt. The fifth speaker was Mustaza Ahad. How long is your now? Mustaza, you talked about you being a member of a different district in California, which is Founders District. I can understand. It's a district in the US, and you did mention and highlight is about visiting 50 countries and bagging 50 different table topics attempts. That's a wonderful take on relating to the theme, which is how long is your now. So you talked about your overall longevity, about the time that you spent in Toastmasters, participating in different table topics in 50 different countries and winning those table topics, impromptu speeches that you participate. So your longevity from where you started to where you are now actually related to the theme, right? That is something that was well articulated and thought upon and shared. But here is a strong recommendation, Ustaza Ahad. When you talk about that, when you talk about your total time period, I kind of felt that somewhere the title was really not put into your overall attempt. So what I mean to say is, when you talk about anything and everything, if you highlight the title somewhere in your speech, that makes the audience comfortable that yes, you are into that particular title and not sharing anything and everything outside of that title, right? So whenever you attempt any speech table topics, just think of ensuring that you bring in that title somewhere within your attempt. That can always help audience to understand that yes, you are with the title. Otherwise, great take, Toastmaster Mustaza. 6-1 was Varun. Would you want to live in a world where everyone's thought appeared as a text above their head? Varun, I think this is one challenge that I faced. There was a slight of a technical glitch because I'm taking the call from mobile. And what really happened is I got an unfortunate call, which kind of made my internet bandwidth go a little gaga. So that's the only thing which I would suggest that I would apologize that during the first 20-30 seconds, I kind of missed out on the attempt that you made. Hence, I could not really relate to what you started off and how you went ahead. But having said that, towards the end, I heard, and somewhere I tried to recollect as to how do you build the overall credibility of your statements made earlier. So what I can suggest here is, since the entire speech, I could not hear it, it was incomplete. I wouldn't really recommend something, but only one thing is that keep participating in the table topics to enhance and improve your impromptu speaking. You did justice to the title that you got, because towards the end, whatever I could hear is something that I thought of resonating, that whether you could relate to it, and you did. However, not a full-fledged recommendation or any commendation that feedback I would like to give. Just keep on participating, which will improve your impromptu. Now, Shama had a topic which was, if the words you spoke appeared on the screen, what would you still be beautiful? So Shama, let me tell you one thing. You have a great sense of humor. I'm not sure about you as an idle person having good sense of humor, but with the specific topic that you got, you brought in that humor content. How? When you get a topic where a female person gets a topic about words like beautiful, gorgeous, everybody feels so very enlightened that, oh, this is something that I have to speak on, and you have a never-ending never-ending statement that you can probably come to a conclusion to. You always think of continue to speak, but then how is that humor content that you brought in your speech is through the ways that if I had to, if the words that I speak normally would have appeared on the screen, then I would have had tattoos everywhere, right? Because that's something which we understood, that how impactful your words are. Whatever you share with the world around you, people get impacted, people get influenced, people get convinced. So these are the key messages. Without even talking about that, you kind of spread out the message that had you to make an impact through the words that you said, then I wouldn't have looked beautiful. I would have rather looked ugly, because I would have been tattooed all across. That was the only thing, right? So great take on that, Toastmaster Shama. Keep participating, no specific recommendations. Eighth speaker, Naren Yadav. Is it possible to make judgments without religion? We talk about, Naren, you did talk about your own thoughts. You talked about your own beliefs. You had a very challenging topic, let me tell you. It's a never easy topic to talk about, something where you have to make judgments. And then after all, a word religion is being tagged. So you carefully articulated every particular statement that you made. That was well done, Toastmaster Naren. And I would say that towards the end, you had a good conclusion. You had a great message. So that was well brought in. Considering the fact judgments and religion were the two words that were being used on the title, and you carefully pointed out, that was something very well done, Toastmaster Naren. No specific recommendations from my side. Sunil Parmar, can you live without the burden of the past or concern for a future? Sunil, you had a great take on the topic. You talked a lot about why one should be concerned about the past, but not to forget about what you need to do in the future. So you had everything to talk about what you did in the past and how you think that your past can build in towards the credibility of your future. So everything was well done. The only thing which I feel, Sunil, I'm not sure whether you're Toastmaster or not. In case if you are good, if you're not, still that is fine. But I felt the level of confidence that you had in your attempt was found to be a little low. That is what I personally felt. However, when you were attempting, everything was point on. So as a speaker, you do not have to worry and even shy from speaking out. You're a great speaker, Toastmaster Sunil. Keep the confidence. Even if everything goes wrong within the attempt, nothing to worry about. Just share what you feel from your heart. That's how you will be able to build in confidence within your speeches. So that is a great take, and I wish you good luck and all the best. Abhinav, the next speaker, why does time feel slow or fast depending on the day and the moment? Abhinav, you also had a great take on this. I'll have to keep a little short on in terms of the time. So I would only say this, Abhinav, you had great take on the topic. Your articulation, your characterization, and your overall modality of the content and the matter that you shared with the audience was found to be great. Keep general, this is the general feedback, keep participating so that you can hone up your impromptu speaking skills even more. And final speaker was Samiksha. Does anonymity encourage people to misbehave, or does it reveal how people would choose to act all the time if they could? Samiksha, you had the longest speech title of what Toastmaster Umar had to share. I can understand it was not you, it had been me. It would have been even difficult for me to even understand what Umar is giving me. But having said that, the best possible way you did to tackle this is through the way of directly jumping into a interactive mode of having some kind of interaction. You talked about a different situation. and you did not even waste time in terms of talking, beating around the bush. You had the topic, you know that does anonymity encourage people to misbehave, or does it reveal how choose to act upon at times? You had great take on that, and finally you build the credibility of your particular situation with Toastmasters. Why we are in Toastmasters? We all are strangers, but then we become colleagues, we become friends because of the like-minded nature. So even if your one is anonymous, but when you come to a common platform like Toastmasters or anything, you become connected. So that's how it is. Nothing is right or wrong. You keep participating. So the great way of participating in such a case is to build in the connect right from the very start. So great take on that, Samiksha. I think I have already come to an end of my session of as a table topics evaluator. That's the reason I said session, because it was a lengthy evaluation. But having said that, all the best to all the table topics speakers, and also good luck to Toastmaster Umar for bringing in such lengthy but wonderful topics. Over to you, Aditya.
Thank you, Abhijit, for that amazing evaluation of the table topics. And since we are short on time, I would request all the other evaluators and role players to keep your evaluation to be a little more crisp. Now, I would like to go on to our language evaluator, Manoj. Manoj, over to you for your evaluation.
Thank you, presiding officer and MC of the day, Aditya. My evaluation, I'll be giving it in 3 parts. First, the word of the day, the uses, I think, the champion person who used it more often is the TT master, table topic master. He used it 7 times, Umar Farooq. Then second is Saurav, the TT speaker, second speaker, used it twice. Ilyas used it once. Then the first speaker, Baijanti Bose, he used it once. Mansi used it once. Then Sunil Parmar used it twice. Now coming on to the good uses of language, the first speaker, Speaker Baijanti Bose, I think you have a high quality of vocabulary and you aptly use them to carve your speech today. Starting with resonates, father never fail their daughters, resilient mindset, Tagda Raho, comfort, complacency, cocoon, embark, baffled, crossroads in her life, right, honest, signature styles. So all these are not commonly used by speakers, and you did well in using all those words. Umar Farooq, the words that you use like butchering. Sunil, the first speaker, trying to figure out. Then Mansi, evaluator 1, grace, delight to my ear. TT, evaluator Abhijit, scorching hate, monsoon rains, go gaga, resonating, articulation. Then, yes, summer, awesome, qualms. Then Samiksha Sindpure, break the ice, stand out. All these are quite good uses. Then something that can be improved often. Somebody used it like point blank instead of bang on, so we corrected it. Then one word was mispronounced. Instead of longevity, it should be longevity. Longevity, jaw sound should be coming over there. Instead of using female person, only female will do. Then somebody used to say those who loves us, it should be those who love us. Life is like a odyssey journey. Instead of that, life's journey is an odyssey. So these are the few improvements that I could note, or else it was awesome listening to all of you. I think everybody was bang on the way they said. And all these odysseys, I think, are taking us to excel in whatever we had dreamt of excelling in. Thank you. Over to Aditya.
Thank you, Manojji. Thank you so much. I missed on using the word of the day, so I just want to use it right now. This Toastmaster meeting is an odyssey of diverse ideas and passionate discussions. Please mark me also in the usage. Okay, now I would like Kahira to put the polls up for the best evaluator. Kahira?
We still have active
On it,
listener.
on it, on it, on it.
Well, we still have active listener.
And second, just can you all see the screen?
All of you guys, please vote for the best evaluator for the day.
How do I vote for two of them? I mean, I want, because I feel both of them are equal.
Shama, how I told you earlier.
I forgot. Please.
Pinky, ponky.
Oh shit, sorry. Can't do that.
Is everyone done? Okay, I can only see 11 votes out of 17.
Done.
12 out of 17. Aditya, with your permission, I will end the poll.
Yeah, please end the poll. Okay, now let's go on to the auxiliary evaluation, auxiliary role evaluation. Toastmaster Rajni, please give us your evaluation for as a timer.
Everyone has done on time, but sorry for Vijayanti boss. She took 9 minutes in her speech instead of 7. And all the table topic speakers, they are within 2 minutes or 2.18, maximum 2.18, not more than that. And speech evaluator, Mansi took 3.23 minutes. And table topic master Abhijit took 15 minutes. And I don't know how much time was assigned for this evaluation, but he took 15 minutes. And the language evaluator 3.26 minutes. And it is fine. It is within the limit, because it is asked to finish in 4 minutes, and he took only 3.26 minutes. And others are okay. Good.
You're muted.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Rajni ji, for your evaluation. Now I would like to invite Toastmaster Mario, who's been our Zoom master for the day. Mario, please share your experience.
Thank you, Aditya. It was an interesting experience being a Zoom master for a meeting, for the first time. It was overall a rather smooth experience. A lot of people were dropping out, but quickly admitting them back in. And the timer always had their hands raised. So yeah, it was a pretty smooth experience. And thank you for having me. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Mario. Thank you so much. Now I would like to go to a very interesting section, the section of active listener, which is being hosted by Shama. Shama, over to you as an active listener.
Okay, so how many of you have been hearing and have been paying heed to what the speakers and everybody is saying? Please raise your hands first. I'm going to grill you after that. So first you have to raise your hands. Let me see how many of you have been really lending your ears to these speeches and everything. Come on. I'm not seeing a single hand. Nobody heard the listeners or the conversation. I mean, whatever was going on, nobody heard the speakers. Okay, 3. Rajni. Then what about the rest? Okay, a few hands up, not the entire bunch of us. Okay, so tell me now that since you have paid attention to it, Who loves his 3 Begums? Aditya, can you please note who takes the answer first?
Manoj Lenka.
Oh, yes. Who was that? Because I cannot see the entire screen. So I'm so sorry for that.
Toastmaster Umar Farooq.
Has to be, he's disqualified. I mean, I'm joking.
Shama, maybe you can put your screen on gallery view.
It doesn't come somehow. I tried that since last couple of Zoom meetings, but we'll do that later. Now I'll go very quick with this, one after the other. What was the title of Vajanti's speech? Come on, quick. 1, 2, 3. Nobody knows the title of the speech.
What is the question?
Speak on the mind.
What was the title of Vajanti's speech?
Saurabh, what did you say?
Speaking from the mind.
You can, I'll give you a hint. You can check the chat.
Speak your mind.
Vajanti will be a better answer to this. Vajanti ji, are you there? Please, please tell.
Embracing change.
Yes, correct. Okay. Now, what did Vajanti's father retire as?
Army General.
Another, someone else? No, wrong.
No, a very high level bureaucrat.
Yes, quite close.
Of Tripura.
Yes.
Governor maybe. I don't know.
Special
a very
secretary.
high level bureaucrat.
Special secretary to the government. Yes. And what are the 3 C's which stops us from moving in life?
2 C's.
What are the 2 C's? Okay, tell me. What are the 2 C's which stops us from moving ahead in life?
Comfort and complacency.
Awesome. Who was that?
Umar Farooq.
Umar Farooq.
I was not listening to the entire meeting actually.
Okay. And according to Sunil, what do you matter? I mean, in this speech, like, why do you matter? What was the answer given? Why do
relationships? Relationships, I think.
Yes, awesome. Fantastic. It was deep relationship which builds over time. And question from Saurabh, this thing, if life is like a computer simulation, what will it look like? If life is like a computer simulation, what will it look like?
Artificial intelligence.
Anything else?
It's like a graphics or something like you can paint or something like that. He was saying.
But will it be good or bad, or what will it be like?
It will be like your Odyssey.
No, not in a daisy. Tell me, it'll be like picturesque and beautiful. And from the Rajiv ji speech, what changes with love? Arey, ye to sabko aata hai. Come on. What changes with love?
Time.
Everything.
Quite close.
Relationships.
More. Sorry.
Feelings. Feelings.
Yes, more. So I think that was quite close. Life, everything. Everything is correct. And from the Elias topic, if you prove yourself as human, I mean, from his topic, should we prove ourselves as human or not? Elias, you're not supposed to answer that.
Yes, we should prove as a human.
Yes, correct. So he guessed it also, but yes, that is right. That is very good. And Mustafa, from which country is he? I mean, which country does he belong to?
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh.
Yes, correct. And in how many countries has he got the award for best?
50.
50.
50.
So people are good with numbers here. And okay, do you want a few more?
Oh,
I think we can close it here. Close it here because the time is exceeding now.
Fine, fine. But guys, you all should know the title of the speech that you are listening to. That's not right to forget the title itself.
Aditya, if you can just put in the result in the chat box for me personally.
The results of what?
Who listened the best?
Oh, okay, okay. I can just say it now. The most active listener has been Umar. Most active listener. So the certificate of most active listening goes to Umar. TT Toast Table Topic Master. Yes.
And the second one? And the second one?
No, that is only one prize.
No, but just to know of it, apart from Umar, like.
Naren also answered a few. Yes, Naren in the end answered a few.
No,
think
I
Naren,
initially,
Saurabh.
I allowed everybody to speak, I knew most of the answers, but I kept quiet because everybody should get chance. Every time I cannot win that same
Okay.
title.
Guys, Kahira, now you can take out the poll for the best auxiliary role. Everyone, please vote for the best auxiliary role. Kahira.
Yeah, done. Can you all see it?
Yeah. Guys, we have short on time. Just 10 more seconds. Please, everyone vote. So I will.
Krisha?
Aditya, I'm taking it down.
Yeah, take it down. Okay,
Krisha?
super. Nirvat, can you just mute yourself? Yeah. Okay, now thank you for the evaluations, all of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope all of you enjoyed the meeting. Before we end the meeting, I would like to take some feedback from the guests over here. We have a few guests. We have anyone who would just want to say something about the meeting, want to give us recommendations, any which way. Anyone?
Yeah, Aditya, because
Yes.
it is late and people are leaving, I just thought we can take a pic before it is
Okay.
too late. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we
Firstly,
can continue with their feedback.
okay, let's take a picture first. I request all of you to come on the video. Thank you, Sunil. You can have your favorite emojis on.
Okay, the picture is done.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, now as for the recommendations are concerned, anyone has any recommendation about the meeting? If you have any kind of suggestions, please feel free to let us know.
No, I think, Aditya, what I felt today, because there are many speakers we have, and unfortunately, Ruby couldn't turn up. But if we have next time, backup speaker, somebody who is in the queue, and then we can have one backup speaker also there. So, more people will get opportunity to speak. That is just one thought came to me, and we can, think about executing it.
Maybe we can make you the backup speaker for the next time.
No, that is for sure. I have 2 to 3 speeches actually coming up continuously back to back. Just a thought.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. Definitely.
Aditya, we also need to plan time. If we would have second speaker, we would have finished by 10.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, the problem is the evaluation for the table topics took a very long time. It took around 15 to 16 minutes.
We should define evaluation time for table topic also. Last time
we
we
have to
agreed
do
30 seconds per person.
Per
So
person.
if we
Yeah,
are
that's
6.
true. That's true.
Dr. Rajiv, can I just make a point?
Yes.
Okay. So we added extra table topics because we didn't have our speaker. So we wouldn't have gone much over time.
That's okay. I was saying if we would have second speaker also, that would have taken much more time. Now we are okay.
Okay, anyone else would like to give us some recommendation?
Hello.
Would like to, sorry. Yes, Saurabh.
Yeah, what I want to tell regarding timer and that grammarian report was good. It can also be good, like if they could share a screen in like Word or Excel file, means for visual good representation.
True. We'll consider that for the next time. Thank you so much. Anyone else? Can we move forward, Kahira?
Go ahead, Aditya, it's your meeting.
Okay. Then now is the time that you've been waiting for. That is the results of the polls. And Kahira, can you share the results? You are on mute. You're on mute.
Apologies for that. Okay, can you all see my screen?
Yes.
I'm just going to do it very quickly. Congratulations, Elias, for being voted as the best tabletop speaker of the day. Aditya, over to you. Go ahead, it's your meeting.
No, okay, no, you have to give all of them, right? The best auxiliary vote.
I will keep swiping. You
Okay. So the best
second
table topic speaker is Toastmaster Murtaza. I think he's not here.
No, so Elias and Murtaza were tied.
Okay, Ilyas and Murtaza were tied. Oh, awesome. Congratulations, Ilyas. Okay, next.
Best evaluator of the day. You are not seeing my screen change?
Okay, yeah, it's changed now, yes. Best evaluator for the day is Abhijit Roy. Toastmaster Abhijit Roy, he's a DTM. And congratulations to you, Abhijit.
Thank you, Aditya.
Next one.
Sorry,
Best
it's
auxiliary role
active listener.
is for the active listener and it goes to Toastmaster Shama. Congratulations, Shama, for the active listening and the role that you played.
Thank you. We missed out on the biggest poll, Aditya.
Okay, let's leave that.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so that was the last. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you, Kahira. Before I pass the baton back to, you want to do that, Kahira?
I do. I will disclose it, the results. It's very close. Okay. So as far as I see, it was a tie. Congratulations to both the major role players. Go ahead, Aditya. Sorry for interrupting.
Okay, Chalo. Thank you so much, Kahira, for taking up that poll. Okay, before I pass the controls back to the SA, Dr. Rajiv Agarwal, I would like to thank all the role players for taking up the roles and the members and the guests for attending. We loved hosting you and would love to see you again in our next meeting. Please join us, and I would put the link in the chat box as well. So guests, please join our group and let us know. Let us make us more aware about you. And now over to you, Toastmaster Rajiv Asa.
Thank you, Mr. Aditya. I must say it was a wonderful meeting experience for all of us. And all of our speakers have actually become speakers now. All are prominent and all are expert. So let me say that we are adjourning this meeting till next week. We meet again. Thank you everyone for your participation and learning. Welcome.
Thank you.